Hey everyone, Christian from RackNerd here. In today's video, I'll show you how to install myVestaCP on your own VPS. myVestaCP is a lightweight open source web hosting control panel similar to VestaCP but with a modern touch and better community driven support. It simplifies server management by providing an easy to use web interface for managing websites, databases, emails, DNS, and more. And the best part, it's completely free. Now let's jump in. Before we begin, ensure that you have a VPS with Debian OS installed. myVestaCP officially supports Debian 12 versions, but older versions are also supported. And your server should have at least 1 GB of RAM, 1 CPU core, and 20 GB of storage available. I will be using Debian 10 for this tutorial, so you can choose the same to follow along. Furthermore, you'll also need a domain name pointed to your server's IP address, along with a host name such as server.yourhostname.com. We also have several tutorials about pointing your server's IP to your domain name, so just check them out on our YouTube channel. Now let's dive in. I'll share my screen here and we'll get started with the tutorial. So let's begin by logging into your server via SSH. Open your terminal or use an SSH client and connect to your server like the Bitwise SSH client that I use. Once you're logged in, the first step is to update the server to ensure it's running the latest software and security patches. Run these commands to do just that. During the upgrade, if you are prompted to restart services or confirm an action, just press enter or choose yes when required. This process may take a few minutes, so just wait for it to complete. Once the server is up to date, we can proceed to install myVestaCP. But first, make sure that you have the curl Linux tool installed by running this command. And we'll download the installation script from the official myVestaCP repository using this command. Now we're ready to run the auto script installer. You can either proceed with the default installation or customize it. You can customize it on your own by navigating here, but I recommend to use my own custom command to follow along, and to start the default installation, just run this, which would be bash vst-install-debian.sh. But I will go ahead and use my own custom command because I prefer a setup which uses Nginx as the web server with PHP FPM, VSFTPD, and without CalmAV to avoid bloatedness for the server. Now let's run the customize commands, which you can find in the description down below when you're ready. So during the installation, you will be prompted to provide your email address for administrative purposes, your secret URL, which can be anything or none in my case for the sake of this tutorial, and your server's host name or preferred subdomain, which should be a fully qualified domain name such as server.racknerdtv.com. But replace it with your own domain. Now please pay attention to your screen and follow me to avoid confusion, or just follow the on-screen command and make sure to enter valid details when prompted. When you don't see any details entered, it means that I am just pressing the enter key on my keyboard, which results in none. The installation process will now continue automatically. It will set up a web server, database server, DNS server, and mail server, including your hostname's SSL certificate. So make sure that your domain and hostname subdomain is pointed to the server IP address properly and has been propagated. This may take several minutes, so be patient while everything gets installed. And if prompted to install a patch, simply enter Y to answer yes, and you're pretty much good to go. Now, once the installation is complete, you'll see a message displaying a login URL, username, and password. Be sure to copy and save these details somewhere. We'll need them later. So with the installation done, open your web browser and go to the myVestaCP control panel URL, or you can also use https://your-server-ip:8083. If your SSL has not properly installed, your browser may display a security warning. Don't worry, just proceed by clicking advanced and then continue to site. Now, when the login page appears, enter the username, which is admin, and the password that was provided at the end of the installation. So once logged in, you'll see the myVestaCP dashboard. From here, you can start managing your own websites, databases, emails, and DNS settings. And that's it. That is all there is to it. We have successfully installed myVestaCP on your own server. This control panel makes server management straightforward, even for those who are new to it. If you encounter any issue during the installation process, feel free to leave a comment down below this video and we will do our best to assist you. For more tutorials just like this one, subscribe to RackNerd TV and visit racknerd.com for more top-notch web hosting. Thank you for watching and talk soon.